Let's go.
From Nintendo and Illumination.
The Super Mario Brothers can take care of the kingdom.
Comes a super-powered adventure. On April 1st.
Pack our things.
The galaxy gets even bigger.
He knows that's my bike, right?
Yes.
The Super Mario Galaxy movie. Rated PG. Only theaters April 1st. Get tickets now.
It's Deprogram, the podcast where we try to get you into a band. That's right. We've done all the work for you. All you have to do is press play and listen. And today is especially one of those days, I feel like, where everybody, well, no, Fredo's usually even-keeled on these, but like everyone's going to hate me because I made you do cuts. Luck's up. Because today we're doing Public Image Limited. This was like a random, this was after we did the best of. We sat around and did an after the fact without having an after the fact because it was a best of. But we bandied around bands that we want to do. I'm going to start with you, Fredo, because I think this band was brought up by you. I think, but I honestly it happened so fast that night that I don't remember. So tell me about Public Image Limited and what made you think of them for this show.
Well, I think it was me also. I don't know. Anytime I'm on one of these panels, I always think it's me, but I think that's my narcissism. And speaking of narcissism, Johnny Lydon, aka Johnny Rotten.
Yeah.
He has always been in the background of my life in some way, shape, or form. I was watching. He's fascinating, and the band Public Image Limited is a fascinating band. If you read their history and you see how they come together, you see some of the people who played with them, the music, he's just fascinating. And I remember no matter what I was doing in the 80s, Public Image Limited was just outside the peripheral, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
As a band, they, walking around, bam, there's a song. Walking around, bam, there's an album. It just always there, but never really always there in the background in my life. And again, as I grew into a quasi musical person, or a person who loves music, I get into John Lydon and how fascinating he is as a human being. And the image he portrayed to the world and how it contradicts what I believe him to be as a person. I mean, this drop dead attitude. I was telling you about the video that I sent you guys. I don't know what Justin, you didn't watch it. I don't know if Gavin or if Bryan saw it.
I didn't even see it.
It's a video where, I'm sorry?
I didn't even notice it was there though. Yeah, I haven't watched it.
And in it, he blows up some famous clothes by people and autograph stuff. He blows up a ticket to see the Beatles at Shea Stadium in '64, and autograph T-shirt, Sex Pistols T-shirt that he autographed, and boots by Motley Crue, and then he takes the suicide note from Sid Vicious, and he puts it in the mouth of this doll, and he blows the doll up. And he says this quote, which was like forever burned in my mind. And it's ironic when you know me and know all the shit that I buy. It's not what they wore that made them relevant. It's what they did.
Mm.
And that just stuck, and that has stuck with me. And again, Sid Vicious, of Johnny Rotten, Johnny Lydon, however you want to call him, comes in and out of my life, always on the peripheral. And as I was, and his music, I would call it like an 80s, Public Image Limited. I would call it like an 80s Talking Heads.
Mm.
Very avant-garde. Very, and the influence that John Lydon has. I mean, he's got people playing on songs like Ginger Baker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Steve Vai. I mean, can you get any more opposite end of the spectrum? The only thing missing was Willie Nelson. You know, I mean, seriously, it just fascinating band, fascinating individual. I mean, Public Image Limited is a band, but it's not. It's like Nine Inch Nails, the way that's a band, but in reality, it's
him. Yeah,
it's him. You know, so it's the same thing with Public Image Limited. And I thought it would be a good band to do. I wanted to go back and listen to the catalog anyway, and I was very happy that I did. So that was essentially it.
And so here we are. You said it again right after we did the best of episode, and Gavin, you immediately said, "Yeah, man, I'd like to do that." And almost immediately, as soon as we were done that night, sent me an email, said, "Hey, I think this is the playlist." And so it seemed like you're pretty geeked up on it. Talk to me about Public Image Limited.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's good to be here with you guys. That was fun the last time we were all together. Well, I love PIL. I don't love all of PIL, but I love the idea of PIL. I mean, I think Fredo said a lot of things that were really interesting. I think PIL is a really difficult listen by design, right? Which is pretty interesting. I think that even in their pop music, like there's an element in every single one of their songs that is built to repel the listener, which is pretty bizarre strategy for something that is supposed to be sold or consumed, a product. You know what I mean? That a product that basically, like, I don't know, poisons the people that take it. But I think, you know, I was wondering how you were going to absorb all this, Justin, because it's, you know, they're not an easy. I mean, it's taken me they've been with me, like Fredo said, my whole life. You know what I mean? Like PIL has been like a part of the wallpaper or whatever. And embedded in this whole list of songs, there is a killer top 10, you know, that we're going to come to, you know?
Oh yeah.
I think that, like, if I can kind of anchor us in time for a second, which I like when I'm thinking about music, I like to put myself, like, when did this come out and what was going on? And I kind of can time travel like that. You know, you could argue that PIL were the fulcrum from punk rock to post-punk. Because when the Pistols broke up in San Francisco in January of '78, Johnny Rotten, you know, was like the king of punk. And 4 months later, when he started his new band, everyone wanted him or expected him to front the next, like, super punk band. And instead of that, he totally rejected the sound of punk and made a totally, like, art damaged, unlistenable record. Basically, that first record is fucking insane, you know? And also a beautiful single that kind of heralded, like, the new wave, you know? Their first single. His whole life, he was obsessed with dub music and reggae. Richard Branson from Virgin Records sent him to Jamaica on a pilgrimage, you know, to sign reggae artists and stuff as he was starting PIL. I think that, like, you know, it's hard to remember or not remember. It's maybe if you know or you don't know how much attention was on him in England. Like they were like public enemy number one. He was in every newspaper. The press were hounding him. He got attacked on the street. He was taking way too many amphetamines. He was really paranoid. And what he did is like he felt that he had been fucked over by Malcolm McLaren and by whatever, everybody else. He's surrounded for this new band. He surrounded himself with his old friends that he trusted, and they kind of bunkered down in like an apartment. And they were like, we don't want to do a band. They created like a concept. Public Image Limited, a multimedia company. And they kept saying, we're not a group. We're not a band. They incorporated the company in July 78. That's why it says limited after it. They wanted to make soundtracks. Like he was really interested in like ambience and atmospherics and stuff, like haunted ambience,
Everything but music.
Yeah, exactly. And you could argue, about their, their music, right? But he was really paranoid, and it came out. Their music sounds paranoid, but still, because of and I'm almost done here, because of the spotlight of the Sex Pistols and punk rock, he had a lot of kind of carte blanche to do some shit that like nobody else would have got away with. And also it was the times, like the record labels were like, well, what do we know? Like all these people with weird hair just took over. Like that guy's wearing a trash bag. Give him $100,000 and see what he can do, So the doors were kind of thrown open. And if you look at like on YouTube, if you watch them, TIL, when they're on like the chart shows, like the pop shows in England, like they're on top of the pops doing the Flowers of Romance. Fucking, that's madness, dude. That song doesn't make any sense. It is the farthest thing from a pop song that you could ever construct. And there's a national spotlight on them. And so I forever kind of respect them for taking that spotlight and doing something with it, and doing something challenging and unexpected with it, and not just, he could have just made the next Sex Pistols record and,
Right.
you know what I mean? And he was like, I have no interest in doing what I've done before. And I fucking will forever respect him for that.
Before we get to you, Bryan, I always have to say, like, I love this part of the conversation because it always, like, this is a new band for me. So like, but I always have a different perception after hearing the panel start to talk about the band. So like already what I thought of the band is already morphing.
Yeah.
On what I thought they were versus what they actually are. So like, which is a great thing to me. But, again, this is a band, like, it gets bandied about afterwards. You immediately jump on. Talk to me about Public Image Limited.
Yeah, I mean, I don't need to tell anybody the influence of Johnny Rotten on pretty much everybody. Yeah. I was more of a fan of American punk rock than I was British punk rock. It felt a little more performative and perfunctory to me. I mean, Malcolm McLaren put the band together, so there is some truth to that. But I personally think that most punk artists were better in the band they did afterwards because they're not limited by the punk sound, and they can experiment with stuff. So post-punk is really, really influential for me. There's definitely shades of like Bauhaus and stuff like that in here. In the early stuff specifically, like Joy Division, like new wave stuff. And then there's some beautiful pop songs, like everybody was saying. Like there's some great pop songs. There's some really great catchy riffs throughout their discography. But I mean, I love Johnny Rotten, John Lydon. He has his biography was no Irish, no black, no dogs, I think it was. He was a very fascinating guy, and I love the concept of it being not a musical band necessarily. Like they had photographers that were part of the band and videographers, and it was actually their photographer. I think it was his idea to do the metal box, to like a film canister, like a lot of that stuff, and also he did like the artwork for Flowers of Romance as well. So like I love that aspect of it too, where you're more than just music. You have this whole concept of art, and you have a collective of people to do it. So
it's interesting, like the idea, again, here I am thinking, oh, this is just a clever name, Public Image Limited, to find out, no, it's because they were a company that wanted to be bigger than, that is some big thinking,
right,
at a time when
you wouldn't expect it out of Johnny Rotten, given his reputation,
right,
and everything,
and to the point, like he could have just done the Sex Pistols again, and people would have been like, yeah, and they would have been on board. Again, that kind of this really speaks to me, and I really feel like this band just took on another level, because I really enjoyed the music. Yeah, like I really enjoyed the records that we listened to for this, but like it didn't. I don't want to get too deep on it, but it didn't reach me like that. Mm-hmm. Knowing that and going, like, hearing these things that you guys are saying about the band starts to make a lot of the music make a lot more sense.
Yeah, you also need to look at it too, like it's meditative. It's supposed to be. It's supposed to be like about energy. I mean, obviously he says those words several times, but like when you look at it as more of like mantras with like beautiful instrumentation that changes genres quite often. But yeah, it's supposed to be like more like a self-love kind of reflection thing too.
It's the band is interesting, and after punk, we call this era, they call the era post-punk, but you really have a bunch of groups, a bunch of people who are all, at the end of the day, they're all performative. That's really what they all have in common. When you look at bands that are considered post-punk, pre-new wave, right? So you're looking at Devo, you're looking at Adam and the Ants at the time. You're looking at Generation X. You're looking at all these bands that are very visual, and then you get, and at the time we don't know it, but it makes 100% sense that you get John Lydon abandoning Johnny Rotten, and he could have did the Sex Pistols 2.0, but kind of, I don't know if he's shaping what's coming, if he's doubling down on what's coming, but understanding that it's more than just music, and so he wants the pictures, and he wants the videos, and he wants to make more than just going up there and cutting himself on stage and saying F society. And it's interesting when you look at it in that aspect, and what he, obviously in hindsight for us, but what he saw kind of coming, and again, they call his music avant-garde, which totally reminded me of the Talking Heads, another very visual band. So I think in retrospect, Public Image Limited becomes a even more important band because of what they end up doing.
I definitely got notes of Talking Head. I definitely got notes of Devo, and like when you look at like just the music aspect, I definitely caught that. And then there's like, in our playlist, they were later records. I don't know like how it shaped, but like as Gavin was talking about, like difficult listens, and I'm thinking, I'm sitting there listening to them and going, is this the same band? Like,
yeah,
it's not.
Yeah, I mean, really, yeah, no, it's not. So I guess that takes us to the next level of this. Is Fredo, when I sent you along the list, like when you put this band forward, is this like one of those you already kind of are halfway there before we even start, or how did your list go for this?
I'm halfway there. I mean, like, you don't have a band like this that's in the peripheral, and I'll probably end up using that word 5 more times throughout this thing, and not have songs. That's the whole reason they keep coming back into my life. Mm-hmm. is a song will come out of nowhere, and it's just like, holy shit. And I'm a Puerto Rican kid in the Bronx, and I'm hearing songs like FFF and Rise, and it's like, what the fuck, bro? And Johnny Lydon keeps going. In 1984, he does a song with African Bambaataa. It's like, who the fuck is this guy? He's from the Sex Pistols. What is he doing? And so he's always there. And so when we got ready to do the list, yeah, I had half the list already done before I even cracked open Spotify. That really did a good job of, I think, filling out the rest of my list.
So, Gavin, as you kind of put the main list together, again, is this something where you're kind of halfway there going in, or was this something you really had to think about for your 20?
Yeah, it was pretty easy for me. We only did the Virgin years, right? So we covered everything through 91. We didn't cover their last 3 records since they reformed in 2012. We didn't do any B-sides. I needed to listen to those last 3 records again. I was like not as familiar with those. But when I marked all the songs that I liked, it was 20 on the dot. So had like an easy 20. I think that but I would say like that the things I would say about my list are that I feel like for the first half of their career, John Lydon was kind of like an authentic original who is kind of making intuitive art, and he was like in the zone. And then at a certain point, he kind of becomes aware of his persona and kind of can become a caricature of himself on some of those later records. That's just my opinion. And so I definitely skew toward the first half of his career. I also think that, and I'm obviously not alone in this, that they really had one masterpiece that they made. And if you listen to people who Fredo who were like in the scene in New York, like when Metal Box came out, they say that like that record was like fanatically discussed by the underground, like it was like Exile on Main Street or the White Album or something,
Right.
Like people just fucking, it just blew fucking doors, dude. It blew everyone's mind, and so yeah, Metal Box is like a big record for me, and I'll just leave it at that, I guess.
Yeah, I had to not put I had to cut a lot from that. That really hurt my feelings.
Well, speaking of hurt feelings, like was this a lot of hurt feelings this go, Bryan?
It was harder than I thought. Like I had about half of them already guaranteed going through, and then I kind of fought really hard for the last 10 because I fucking love this band. I just whatever you want to call them, the group, the art collective. Like a couple years ago, I think you were one of the other people I showed it to. I wanted to do another podcast. It was gonna be more of like a deep thoughts by Jack Candy kind of shit, right? Yeah. And I was inspired to do that because I was really listening to Pill a lot at the time. So yeah, so like he's always influenced me at different periods of my life. So
how cool.
Yeah, Gavin said something that I think is so true. And I kind of alluded to it in my my first ramblings on John Lydon, which is what we're talking public image. We're talking John Lydon at the end of the day. And it is, to me, it's very true that he became aware of his persona. And how if you see to this day, if you see the way he acts, and you see how he portrays himself, but then you read deep interviews that he does, it's an act. It's 100% an act. When he talks lovingly about Sid Vicious and how he regrets introducing getting Sid to Sex Pistols, or when he or or when he's sitting there, the society this, and what World Hall of Fame. But meanwhile, he takes how many years off to care for his wife?
Yeah.
And when he talks about it in such a loving, caring way, it's like, there's no way this is Johnny Rotten, or is this the real, John Lydon? Put all the bands that he spit at in 1970. Listen to him talk about Pink Floyd now.
Yeah.
Led Zeppelin now. And he'll tell you, it was all an act. We said we hated him. I totally respect him. I love it.
It's very much like
Side of the Moon. It's like, what the fuck? you know?
It's very much like Andy Kaufman, Tony Clifton.
Man.
Yeah.
So hearing all the things that I've heard, I feel like I'm going to be off base with my list. Maybe, I don't know, who knows? Because, as I'm listening to it, there is a challenge element to it. And not that I ignored the challenge element, but like I definitely lean towards accessibility. Because at the end of the day, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to turn somebody on. And, even the more accessible songs do have like a challenging element to them. And hopefully that it's present enough that people will go, okay, I can understand this. And then you get to like those really challenging records. They're not going, what the hell are you guys talking about? This is, what have you guys done to me? But,
right.
And nah, man, like, again, I feel like this part of the discussion is really going to reshape my time I've had with this band. And I may have to now go back and not redo, but like re-listen, like actually put them in again. Well, I don't know. We didn't do this necessarily like super fast, but like I didn't necessarily have a whole long time to like really sit and absorb. So
I had a weekend, dude.
Yeah. But you were familiar.
Yeah. But still, it's it's like it's Thursday. You guys want to do this weekend? I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, again, this is like all new to me. So it really changes what I think about some of the songs that I thought were easy outs.
Yeah.
May not have been easy outs. So that said, Bryan already alluded to this. I don't remember if this was before we actually started recording. Fredo, based on everything we've said so far, and it's like 70 something songs. How many do you think we get through unanimously for the final say?
I think we get through 6 unanimously.
Okay.
And I'm going 6 mainly because I think there's 6 songs that are catchy enough and bring an element to it that I think are going to just fly over. And then everything after that really becomes what Public Image Limited you're into.
Okay. Fredo's going 6. Feels high, Gavin? What do you think?
Yeah, normally I would go higher. I think that I like what Fredo said. I think there's ones that are going to rise to the top, but this could be a total fucking crapshoot. So I think I'm going to take that 5 since it's still there.
All right.
Well, that's good because I wanted to go 4 anyway. So
all right,
because I was overconfident last time.
All right. Well, if you guys all took 4, 5, 6, again, I'll go high. I'm going to go with 7 because if I get it, that means we did really well.
It's very John Lydon of you to be so punk rock right now.
I'll tell you guys this. I feel like there is a song that I know for a fact that if it comes up and I'm the odd man out, you're probably all going to be mad about. And it's not my fault. I didn't know.
I mean, it wouldn't be a show unless we're mad at you for your ignorance.
That's also true.
Right.
It would not be deprogrammed if everybody wasn't mad at me at some point. So we're going to take a quick pause, and when we come back on the other side, we're going to play the game. Mr. Program.
This episode is brought to you by Nespresso. Introducing Virtuo Up, the latest in a long line of innovation from Nespresso. It's innovation you can touch, sense, and taste in every single cup. With a 3-second start, easy open lever, and dedicated brew over ice button, it's even easier to enjoy your coffee your way. Sip for yourself. Shop Virtuo Up exclusively at Nespresso.com.
And with that, the name of the game is Deprogrammed. The four of us have come through a selection of the Public Image Limited discography and plucked out 20 songs they are now going to mash together in an attempt to create a top 10 starter kit for you in case you have never given Public Image Limited the time of day. And I'm starting here even though I don't know if it does the thing, but it definitely gave me the vibes of doing the thing. I don't know that this is because I assume we're in order here on the playlist. But it is definitely the first song on the playlist. It is definitely the first song I heard that really set the tone for me. I'm going to go with Acid Drops.
Nope.
No.
No.
Okay.
I don't think we've ever had a fucking swing and a miss. right
Yeah,
off
for the first
bat.
one, yeah.
Well, I mean, it depends on if you count Depeche Mode because that was nothing but
Oh my
swings and
God,
misses.
Jesus.
So,
He samples the Sex Pistols in that song. Yeah, that's a cool song.
yeah, but not cool enough for anybody else to have my
No,
back
yeah.
on it. So,
I think it's a Bush League call.
okay, it's going to be that kind of party.
I didn't. That's the one of album I hadn't heard actually
Oh.
before this.
Okay. Well, it was the first song I heard, and I was like, okay, well, I think I know what I'm in for here. So,
Nah, you got no idea.
yeah. All right, Fredo, where do you want to go?
I'm going to go to a song that I added to the list because I thought it was on an album and it ended up being on their greatest hits. I don't know if it's going to be on there because I don't know if you guys saw it when I added it. But I arguably, I think it's probably one of their most well-known songs, and it's called Don't Ask Me.
I don't have it.
Yeah, I didn't even notice it
I don't
was
have
added.
But I knew it was counted. I remember that single when it came out. It's kind of sing-songy. It's a good.
Yeah.
It's a good.
Yeah, what's it all about? They screaming and they shout. Don't ask me, cause I don't know. It's like, to me, it's an essential song. And once I realized that it wasn't on an album and it was only on the greatest hits, I was like, shit, we gotta add the song.
Yeah.
I will tell you, I did listen to it because you said that in the other chat, and I was like, okay. So I gave it a listen, but I was already done with my list by the time you had said that. So I was like, all right, well, I either have to cut something and try to make room, or just go forward and hope somebody else saves them. So as you
Nobody
can
saved
see,
me. I didn't. Yeah, but you know what? When I hit the 6, get ready to get it pulled out of the fires like a phoenix. It'll rise.
all right, Gavin.
So I'm going to start with the song that came out the year that I went into high school in 1984. This was kind of a big song with the Weird Kids. Did you guys take Bad Life?
Oh yes.
Ah, damn. No.
No.
I regret it now. Look, I had to make some hard cuts, guys, okay?
That must have been one of my last
Yeah,
ones.
baby. This is what you want. This is what you get. This is what you want. This is what you get.
Oh, that one. Yeah, that was like 21, 22. That was like very, very late cut for me.
Oh my
right,
God.
Me and you, Fredo. We got a 2 on that.
It's a 2, though.
Oh.
Yeah. The way it's going,
This is-
2's not bad.
Wow. The way it's going, 2 is in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Bryan?
All right. I'm going to go, I think, a little obscure first. We'll see how it goes. Careering.
I wish you guys would tell me what albums they were on.
That's on Metal Box.
That's on Metal Box.
Okay,
I took it.
No, I didn't.
I don't have it either.
That was I'm absolutely not going to cut this under no circumstance.
Dude, I love that song.
Yeah, it's a great
That's a
song.
fucking classic.
I thought I had it, but again, that must have been.
All right, man. I'm so glad we're all failing.
Yeah.
But again,
First round, 2 outs and
and 2
two
2s.
Yeah.
strikes.
2 out, 2 on.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Well, that 6 is looking huge right now.
I know.
Yeah. Those are all 3 of these last songs are kind of like big PIL songs too. Yeah, we're whiffing.
Let's see what I got off of that one. Okay. This is all out of order. I'll go to the bottom of my list. How about FFF?
Yep.
Yes.
No.
Ooh.
Oh!
Damn. Farewell, fair weather fans or friends.
We'll take a 3 though. At this point, 3s are good. I wonder if this is like a more of a feeling out thing, or this feels like a feeling out thing.
I'm kind of scared, man.
It's Depeche Mode all over.
Right. We said that the band was all over the place.
Yeah.
That's true.
That was this fucking list, yeah.
Yeah. All right, Fredo.
All right. You know what? Let's start hitting them with the hits. Off the album, This Is What You Want. This is not a love song.
Yeah, of course.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I do.
There it is.
There it is.
There it is.
All right. Let me.
Which is funny because we were talking about, you guys were talking about the love song that they did. And he went out of his way to make sure. Because when they recorded it, they were like, "Oh, we need a love song." So he's like, "No, this is not a love song."
It is interesting how listenable it is, but also irritating on a level. Like,
Yeah.
That's because of his voice.
yeah, yeah,
He just loves taking the piss at everything, man.
yeah.
Right.
Kind of great.
Whether you love or hate him, he still reacts the same.
Yeah. All right. This is not a love song. Gets that.
I thought that might be the one of their like bigger hits that we didn't agree on, so I'm glad it's in.
Yeah. All right. That was Fredo. So Gavin.
So when they put out Flowers of Romance in '81, they came to New York. They played the Ritz. They didn't have a drummer, and before the show, they picked up some like 60-year-old jazz drummer from a bar and like brought him to the Ritz. So there was no, that's pre-internet and everything. So all these people are expecting like, oh, this is Johnny Rotten's band. They thought they were gonna see like the new Sex Pistols or something, and the band put up these giant screens so that you couldn't see them. And you could just see their shadows, and like played this horrible, weird, music behind these screens, and people lost their minds and ripped down the screens. It was like a total riot at the Ritz. Did you guys take Banging the Door from Flowers of Romance?
No. But that's such a great story because imagine they got this 60-year-old drummer who played on Moon River or whatever the hell. Who's sitting there like, all right, giving him a nice little shuffle beat.
Yeah.
They're like, what the fuck? Such a great story.
Into the bin. All right, Bryan.
All right, I'm gonna go. What I think we're all gonna hit on again. Rise.
That was.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that was the one I knew you guys were going to be mad at me for not having.
Oh.
Oh, then why would you not go back and fucking put it in?
It's going in, man.
Well, again, because I didn't feel like making more work for myself. So
that song specifically is the one that inspired that podcast that I was going to do.
Yeah.
I love Rise. That's a great song.
Well, I mean, again, at the way it's going, 3s are basically in. So, I mean,
yeah, man,
yeah,
it's too early to say that shit.
6 because I want to bring back that "Don't Ask Me." So we need 6. We need 6, and 2 of the 6 already didn't make 3.
Yeah,
we should be at 4 right now.
Yeah. Well, here's another one to go to the bin, or maybe not. We'll find out. How about me being the albatross?
Yep.
Ooh.
No.
Hey, I'll take a 2.
I almost cut it.
I'll take a 2.
That's about the weight of the Sex Pistols, being around his neck,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, again, knowing all this in hindsight, like now that makes sense. I just like the song.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll take a 2. That's better than the bin. All right, Fredo?
Well, I felt like that was a dig at me. You know what? Off of their album "Happy" with a ? Happy. We're gonna go with Seattle.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right.
More,
Boom.
more.
Happy? Question mark.
Yeah.
Again, it's kind of. It starts off here. It's like kind of easy listening. It's like, huh?
And then I like the following album. There's a song called Happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
All right. So Seattle. Gavin.
Off the last album from 1991, That What Is Not, do you guys have a song called Cruel?
No.
Yes, I do.
I had Cruel, and I had this song that I kept, and I cut that one.
That's not good when you say it that way.
Yeah.
Being just.
The one that I kept. All right, Bryan.
All right, I'm gonna go with a song that is, I think, quintessentially John Lydon's sense of humor, Pop Tones, which is a near 8-minute song about pop songs.
Oh my God. I didn't put that one because it was an 8-minute song.
Oh man.
And it's funny. And it's funny how PIL has quite
Lots
a
of
few
those?
7+ minute songs.
Dude, one of my choices on here is like he's like 9, I think. Like they really make it
I mean,
last.
That might be my favorite PL song. I have it. It's about a murder out in the woods. Yeah, such a great song. The words are so weird.
Hey, Pop Tones gets 2. Another 2.
Unbelievable.
All right. Right. So how about I go back this way?
We got 2 on Pop Tones, right? Okay.
Yeah, 2.
2 so far. 2. What is it? 3 rounds? 2 songs?
Well, we got 2 through. Bryan was asking if there was, if Pop Tones was a 2, and it was.
Oh, okay.
How about The Order of Death?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
All
I
right.
have to,
3,
I have to
right?
look for it on my list.
All right. Let's get
Unanimous order of death.
That's a great tune.
Yeah.
all these order. I find it. Why don't I just use the search function? If I go back to the top.
That's not the way the song goes.
Are you sure?
I'm
Because it feels
pretty
like it.
damn sure.
Well, this is what you get.
Is it what you want, though? Is the question.
Doesn't matter. This is what you get.
All right. All right. 1, 2. Come on, computer. See, I knew that that was somewhere else. All right. Order of Death is in. That was me. So, Fredo.
I'm going to go with the title of a song, which is what this list has been so far. I mean, getting this list together. And it's off the album 9, and the song is Disappointed.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that song.
I got it.
Hell yeah.
No,
Gavin?
I don't have it.
Ah.
Fucking have that song. Holy shit. Oh my God.
Fredo's first
I
eruption
only
at
put the
Gavin.
good songs.
Oh my God.
Well, now this is starting to look a lot more manageable.
A lot more disappointed is what this is.
But
Yeah.
Oh
mean,
my God.
we're officially out of NTP as well. You know, we've got a good amount of 4s, or I mean, we got 3 unanimous. We got a good couple of 3s, and we got 2s to make a conversation. So, all right, Gavin.
We should be at 7 right now.
Yeah.
Easy. We should be at 7. Holy shit.
Off the generic album, I took Ease, a song called Ease.
I
Nope.
got it.
I got it too. I really thought that I was going to be alone on that one.
It's
Yeah, it's a great song.
we were talking about
I
lengthy songs.
I had it. Yeah, I took it off because it was 104 minutes.
That's what I liked
You know.
about it. I was like, this song's still happening? Oh, cool.
Honestly, man, like
I liked it too, but I didn't think, I'm like, we're not doing Fish. We're not doing The Dead. There's no way they're going to take an 8-minute song.
well, no, man, I got several.
All right. Bryan.
All right. The original title of the song is Death Disco, but we know it as Swan Lake.
Nope.
Yeah.
No, I can't bump that to a 3, but you'll take that 2.
That's a very personal song. I think his grandma was dying, right?
Yeah, his mom dying, yeah.
Yeah, dying of cancer. And she was like, how come you never write a disco song? So he wrote it ironically.
Yeah, that song is so great. We used to play that at a club that I used to run. Yeah, that video, if you watch the video of that, it's so great. It's got Wobble and Keith Levine, who used to be in The Clash, the guitar player. And it just is like so cool. So they look so fucking cool. It's a vibe.
All right. We take that 2 and we keep on plugging. Again, we've only got 3 in the bin at this point too. So
Fucking breaking my heart.
it feels like there's been more in the bin, but there hasn't. So
Yeah.
how about I say this about Fredo 6? Fat Chance Hotel.
Yep, I got it.
Yes, so do I.
Oh, shit, I don't have it.
Of course you don't.
That's off topic.
I hope
That was
we
a
all
great-
leave here pissed off at each other.
Normally my anger is just directed at Justin, but I think that the whole panel is going to get a big fucking.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Remember, anger is an energy, guys.
That's true.
Yeah.
We got a nice little 3 there, though. That's all right. And Fat Chance Hotel. All right, Fredo?
Off of their generic album, which by the way I love, because I don't know if you guys remember the era of generic,
Yeah.
where everything, whatever it was in a black and white container, and if you were buying beer, it just said beer, and if you were buying bread, it just said bread, and so, that was the album cover, was album, but what was cool about it is also if you bought the cassette, it said cassette, and if you bought the CD, it said CD.
Nice.
And I'm gonna go with a song that every time I see the title, I always misread it. The song is called Fishing, but I always see it as fisting. I don't know why. I don't know why, but I always do. But Fishing is the actual song.
Says something about you, friend. I do not have fish.
If it was fisting, I would have it.
I don't have it either.
Into the bin. All right. Gavin?
Okay, we got to hit off Flowers of Romance, because what an album with, is there like no bass or guitar on that record? Like, that record is just so weird. Do you guys have 4 enclosed walls?
Yes.
Oh, no, I don't.
No, of course not. Of course, Justin doesn't. But
I thought I was going to be
That was
alone
a
on that
3?
one, too.
That was a 3, yeah.
yeah, that's a 3. Yeah, I think we're gonna have a hell of a discussion for the 3.
Yeah, I mean, that's to me, like, that's their version of Black Celebration, where it was like, this is different. This is fucking great. This is dark. I love it.
Yeah, yeah.
Again, like, when I think about everything you guys told me before we got to the list part of this, I think I would have looked at Flowers of Romance differently and changed what I brought to the table a little. But what can you do with the information you know? All right, Bryan.
All right, I will go with the titular track, Flowers of Romance.
Yes.
That was like
No.
so late cut.
Great song, though.
What do we got? 2?
That was a 2, yeah. I would have, again, not to keep hammering the same point home, but that one for sure, since it was such a late cut, I probably would have kept around just because. All right. What do I got left here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we got a couple rounds in us here, I think. How about...
You have 7 left.
Let's go to 9. And I mean, this song already came up. How about Happy?
Yes.
No.
No.
Are you shitting me?
Me and Fredo will take that too.
Okay.
Fredo's bewilderment.
What the? You know, I
we're
mean, these
dragging
are
forward.
fucking. These are softballs. These are underhanded pitches. Like, remember I said they're like, when I said that 7, that was counting a couple of these not making it.
Yeah.
Not, not all of them not making it.
All right. Well, it gets 2. Hanging on by a thread, I think. Fredo?
Fuck me. Let's stay with that same album, and we'll go with Brave New World.
No.
No.
Yeah, of course not. Why would anybody have? Absolutely. Why would anybody have?
More like
that
Brave
song?
No World. What?
Hey-o. Gavin.
Off the last album, that what is not. I took a song called God.
Yeah, I got that too.
Yeah, I do too.
That's a 4.
That's a 4.
Wow, I did not
Holy-
expect that one to be 4.
I didn't even know that song. That's crazy. We just got unanimous on that.
That's
On
the
that
one I
song.
kept for and left Cruel off for that one.
On that song.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Well, listening to it, like this intro, like it's, I talked about the Devo, the Talking
Yeah.
Heads,
Yeah.
the Robert Palmer, like
Yeah.
it's all there, and so it's in this neat little package of this is something very easy to bring somebody on board with, and it also has like just a twinge of what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I like that.
Can I tell you, I got hope for that 6 now.
I mean, it's not out of the question.
I'm
Because,
shocked that God
I mean,
is the one that we got. Yeah.
The last 2, I didn't think Order of
Me
Death or God.
Yeah.
Me neither.
So
Yeah. I mean, who knows? Again, I think I have 9 at this point, right? So,
yeah, but I'm running out.
well, all right. I mean, but yeah, we just need 2 to hit that 6. So,
Yeah.
all right. So that was Gavin. Bryan.
All right. A song written about Malcolm McLaren, Low Life.
Yep.
Oh. I didn't take it. It's a great song, though.
Oh,
Super duper late.
Did you have that? You cut it?
I cut it as well.
Mm.
But Fredo,
shit.
Fredo's got you back. Take that 2.
We could be friends again.
I don't know if Fredo's going to be friends with any of us after this.
You know the massive hole in the show where Fredo doesn't come on anymore?
This might be yeah. Well, you know what? There'd be a lot of people be happy about that. Let's be real.
All right, let's completely dance by that statement, and then I don't know about any of
I
these.
just want to hit on one more obscure song.
Yeah, right. Go for your most obscure song.
Well, they all kind of are to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the
I don't know which ones
the
are.
wits to do that one.
Yeah.
yet.
Well, let me go like in the middle of my list. How about Open and Revolving?
No.
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 Well, we just say obscure. Good job.
Well,
Okay, I'll take that one.
Uh,
It's gonna be a
this
1
is
anyway.
fucking- This is shitty.
Is it though?
I mean, I'm winning right now. I think it's great.
I really don't think it's that.
Yeah, you know what? I will beg you to bring that song out of the fucking.
Oh, I'll probably do it too. I don't care.
Fucking great song.
I gotta.
Anyway,
I have to pull some form of anarchy. This is John Lydon.
I feel like I should just lie to keep you at 4, but I can't do that because it's my turn.
The integrity of the game, friend.
Right. But you know what? I can play the odds based on what was said from that what is not, which I think I believe Gavin should be out of, and we'll go with good things.
nope.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't have it either.
The odds win.
All right, Gavin.
Okay. One of my all-time favorite songs, period.
Whoa.
Right out the gate, their first single. Killer guitar by Levine. Do you guys have Public Image?
Of course.
Yeah.
No.
Ooh.
I can't believe I took that fucking
The
song.
fuck.
I honestly can't believe that I did not keep that on my list.
Wow, man, you can't talk shit about anybody anymore now.
You know, you guys can hate me on that one. That's fine.
Another 3 enters the conversation.
That's going through. I'm going to tell you right now.
All right, Bryan.
All right. Well, the beauty of this show is the memories that we made along the way.
Yes.
You have
I
memories?
didn't take it. I love that song though.
You know what?
Don't.
So what? That's a 2?
That's a 2.
Two. Yeah.
I don't think you love that song. I think you just liked it. I mean, if you loved it, you would have voted for it. But I think you liked it. That was, good enough here.
It's like a situationship. Like when they're around, they'll hook up. You know.
I think one of the things I'm finding really interesting here is these 2s. Looking at these 2s, like normally, it's like, Fredo and Bryan will all be on the same page. All the 2s will be Fredo and Bryan or Gavin and Fredo. It's like it's mixed match.
It really is. Yeah. It's like one for one everyone. Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty
The
interesting.
2 songs.
All right, so we're back to me, I think.
I'm almost out.
I'm almost out too.
All right, so we'll do one last round and then we'll dump out. How about that?
Okay.
Maybe this could go one of either ways. It could be something brand new. It could be exciting. It could be our 5th, or it could be for Fredo the same old story.
I got it.
Oh, dang.
No.
I don't have it.
All right, we'll take a 2 though.
We'll take it 2. Of course, we'll take it 2. When in doubt.
When in doubt.
This is my last song.
Oh.
Yeah, I only have 2 left.
And
Yeah.
that's not the title of the song.
This is the last song.
I'm looking. It's like, no, this is it.
All right.
And I know it's not in because it's off. That's what is not. Think Tank.
Ooh, no.
No.
I do have one left from that, though. All right, so we're definitely out on chances for unanimous now. Which means Bryan's 4 will hold out.
Bryan, that means it's time for me to beg. Well, not yet. Not yet.
Oh,
You guys
such
gotta-
power.
All right, and we can make this conversation a little harder, Gavin.
I took Radio 4 off Metal Box.
Ooh. I really had to cut. That was the hardest one, just not putting that whole album on here.
Yeah.
No, I don't have that either. All right, Bryan.
Will we just do my last 2 then? Or
Yeah, you can do your last 2.
Okay.
Then I'll dump out. And
I got The Body,
No.
and this is also like I'm not cutting this no matter what circumstance. Fodder Stomp.
No. That's a crazy song.
Yeah, and it's pure John Lydon. Like, just he loves to fuck with people. I love it.
all right, so those go into the
Another 8-minute song too.
unfortunately for
Yeah.
you. All right, so I can try to get a couple 2s in here, and then we'll see what Gavin's got left. Let's see. I'll start at the top, which I know he doesn't have. Lux Up.
No.
Yep. All right, and then next one, Like That.
No.
All right. Boom. Next one, Solitaire.
No.
Solitaire. Just a couple left here. 2 left.
Still?
Religion 2.
Mm,
No, that's a cool song though. I'm glad you
Almost.
took that.
yeah.
All right. And last but not least, Annalisa.
That's a great song too.
That's the one I cut on the way here.
Oh,
Yeah.
rage quit.
Yeah. I was like, I gotta pick something. It's you.
All right. Just for fun, Gavin?
Yeah, I had Socialist off Metal Box.
I almost put Social
I had
Science.
I almost take that song. I didn't take it because it was an instrumental.
Yeah,
We should have
yeah.
just picked it.
I had Tiny to the Length of that off This Is What You Want.
Mhm.
I had track 8 off the Flowers of Romance, and I had Worry off of 9.
Mm.
All right, and then and find Worry off 9. All right, so let's shuffle this up. I'll give us a read down here of what we got. We've got 4 through, which again means Bryan will have our final say. This is not a love song. Seattle, The Order of Death, and God are already in.
I'm still surprised about God.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 threes. Like the easy thing to do would be Bryan can cut one of those, whichever threes, and then we're done with it.
Justin, I had 8 threes.
All right. All right, let me run down the threes I have. Maybe I missed one. It's possible. FFF, Rise, Disappointed, Ease, Fat Chance Hotel, Four Enclosed Walls, Public Image.
And Swan Lake.
All right, so I have that as Gavin and Bryan. Did you have Swan Lake, Fredo?
No.
Oh, shit.
So it was a 2.
That's a 2.
Okay.
Sorry, my bad.
That's all right. I mean, this is how we figure them out. So again, 7 threes. The easy thing to do would be allow Bryan to cut the 3 that is out. Obviously, it's open to interpretation. Let me run down the threes, and then we'll take the conversation from there. Oh, I just kind of did that already, but we'll do it again. FFF, Rise, Disappointed, Ease, Fat Chance Hotel, Four Enclosed Walls, Public Image. I mean, I know I was out on Rise, and
Rise has to go.
Right.
Rise is in.
I feel that way about Disappointed, FFF, Public Image as well, and Four Enclosed Walls would really make me happy. The other ones we can talk about.
All right, so Fredo, you were the holdout on FFF. Where do you stand?
No, I wasn't. I wasn't.
Oh, I've got him backwards. Okay, so Gavin was out. So Gavin, you were the holdout on FFF.
That wouldn't be. I mean, we were talking about there's a number of other threes that I would put above that first.
Well, let's go to the next one, which was Disappointed.
That definitely there.
I'm not a fan of that song.
I think that definitely should be in there.
Yeah.
All right, so Disappointed, yay or nay?
I say yay.
All right. Take Disappointed. Next one after that is you offered up Public Image, Bryan.
Yeah, and Four Enclosed Walls.
I was the holdout on that, and honestly, I thought I had it.
So let's do that.
And you were out on Four Enclosed Walls, right?
Right.
Public Image.
Public Image. Yeah.
Oh yeah, good.
I was out on Four Enclosed Walls, so let's grab that one.
Cool.
Right, we have like 2 left to choose, right?
Yeah, 2 left to choose.
Okay.
All right, so the threes that are still around are FFF, Ease, and Fat Chance Hotel. Again, the easy thing here would be to, because Bryan has final say. Either
So don't forget, I've begged him to put in. Don't ask me.
So the question is, do we just based on everything that we've got in so far, Bryan, is it 2 of these 3 songs? Like, if given your druthers, like,
I'm gonna say let's put Fat Chance Hotel through.
Okay.
And I'm gonna honor Fredo.
Oh.
And I'm gonna take that song out the trash because it's exactly what John Lydon would do. Because he's like, "Fuck you, I like that song."
All right, so
you're welcome.
There's so there's no arguing against that final say. Where is it? 111. It was a Fredo 1.
Look in the trash. It's in the trash.
So the crazy thing that just happened is that we have nothing off of Metal Box.
Really?
This record.
Are you serious?
Well, that's why I was saying
no way.
We can't block Don't Ask Me because it's the final say.
Okay, hold on. What was close from? Is there anything?
Everything else is represented. We have 2 off of This Is What You Want. We have 1 off of that. What Is Not. We have one off of Album. We have two off of Happy. We have one off of Flowers of Romance. We have one off the first album, first issue, and we have one off of 9.
That's
Not-
insane. That's nuts.
So
All right. Do we have anything that was even close from that album?
we've got a is
No.
is that technically second edition?
Uh-huh.
So we've got
Yeah.
a couple of twos here: Pop Tones, Careering, Albatross, Swan Lake,
All right, between Albatross and
Memories.
oh shit, Memories. Fuck.
Swan Lake, dude.
Swan Lake.
Well, here's
all
the thing.
right, we're gonna take
Wait, now, is representation that important?
that album.
We,
Yes.
yeah, no, I'm just asking because there's been plenty of times when we haven't at least gotten a song off of every album.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm feeling good. I like it when it happens, but it's just such a weird omission, like that their greatest album we have nothing off of. It's just weird.
But does that
I mean, you should just go listen to that album then.
also does that kind of speak to what the band is? Like, wouldn't
Yeah, I
that
agree that. Yeah,
You know what? What we could do is when you put this top 10 up, and then just put bonus and put the entire album.
Yeah, there you go.
Because obviously there's enough of that album that at least two people thought, this should be on here. But nothing was enough for three people.
That's I can't believe that.
Yeah.
Like
There's
the
a lot
closest
of
we got was
songs on the
Choose.
record.
Yeah.
Well, it's a lot of songs and it's also it's a lot of different music.
Yeah.
It's not this isn't Boston's first album where
Right.
everything sounded the same, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. All right. So that said, before we move on,
All right.
you
If we're gonna go with that, we're not gonna represent that at all. Good. If we want to change it, I have an idea. It's gonna cost you guys Fat Chance Hotel though.
okay. I
No
mean,
problem.
you might just lay it out there.
So it would be Swan Lake
Right.
for sure.
Hell yeah.
So
Death Disco.
well, okay. Again, you have final say. You don't have to honor Fredo there. I know he'd be very happy if you did. We can take one of the threes and you can take Swan Lake as your final say, or we can throw out the rest of the threes. You take Don't Ask Me as the final say, and then Swan Lake gets posited as song 9. What are your thoughts on Swan Lake, Fredo?
I'm good with that. I'm good with having Swan Lake on there
Versus one of the threes.
Yeah.
versus one of the three.
Yeah.
Well, versus Fat Chance
Fat Chance
Hotel, which-
Hotel. Yeah.
Of the threes that are there, that would be the one that I would get rid of. Of the threes that are currently on the top 10. But the reality is, as much as I love Don't Ask Me, and I think the song would be on there had it been put on the playlist.
For the record, it
I-
was. It just was late. I did add
yeah,
it.
but I mean, but like you said, you're like you heard it and you're like, nah, you didn't change it because you were lazy,
Yes.
you know. So I think if it had been on there from the initial, I think it would be in the discussion at the very least.
Yeah.
And I think it's on there, right? Because we're swapping out Fat Chance Hotel with Swan Lake.
Yep.
And then
We still got to keep Don't
Bryan's
Ask Me.
using your song as his final say.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, if everybody's on board with Swan Lake being number 9,
I feel a lot better about representing that album than I do justifying it by not putting it on here as like some punk rock thing. And see, like,
Yeah,
no,
me too.
like that's a great record. It needs to be fucking represented, dude. Straight up.
okay. So
Yeah.
let's do that then,
Yeah.
and then let's turn up the heat because I'm already sweating. Let's run this down. Wait.
We didn't.
It's because of this. I'm gonna write greatest hits. Let's see if that does it. There we go. All right. Here's our 10. This is not a love song. Seattle, The Order of Death. I have no idea where to go. God, Rise, Disappointed, Public Image, Four Enclosed Walls, Don't Ask Me, Swan Lake. Fredo, those are the 10. Which one's the one?
When you want your spring break to feel like... and your kids' pool day to feel like... and your hotel bed to feel like... ooh, and room service to feel like... because at Hilton, hospitality feels like...
Your cabana's ready. Would you like fresh towels?
it matters where you stay. Book now at Hilton.com. Hilton, for the stay.
Picture this. A curve in the road. A change in plans. Well, what do you say? With the all-new Audi Q3, the answer's always yes. Yes to adventure. Yes to escape. Yes to performance. Yes to comfort. Yes to right now. Because saying yes without hesitation, that's real luxury. The all-new Audi Q3, made for the yes life.
Of these, disappointed.
Okay. Yeah. What do you think, Gavin?
I would choose Swan Lake, Rise, or the first single, Public Image.
I would go with Rise or Public Image.
You know what's funny is I was thinking God. Because when we were listening to it when it came up, the ease of the listen, I don't know that that's necessarily good enough to get it across the line. But we were all shocked that we all had it.
Yeah.
Which I think kind of says something about the song. But I mean, you know, disappointed would have been there for me. I think Rise, again, had I given myself another couple listens, Rise probably would have been on my list for some of these other ones that went right into the bin. Again, you know, I don't know, man. Some of these would have been unanimous had I known some of the things about the band going in too. So,
way to fuck it up, man.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I'm not going to say that I'm disappointed about nobody else saying disappointed, but I am. But I love your reasoning for God.
I'm sold on that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think there's nothing else that's universal. Yeah. I mean, there's 4 songs, but I mean, as far as you look at a song that I'll bet you dollars to donuts that nobody here thought God was going to be in the top 10.
That I thought Order of Death had a chance. Didn't think God had a chance at all.
Yeah.
I say go with it, man.
And I think with nothing else being universal, I think that makes that universal.
Yeah, and I also think that this band isn't a one song sell anyway, just in general.
Right.
So I mean, we might as well loop them and go, this is catchy. We should be able to get you here.
Even if you pick Rise, which is a very accessible song, it doesn't represent what the band sounds like all the time.
Right. Well, none of them really do.
Like you would be, to bring it up again, disappointed if you think that's all of what the band sounds like.
Yeah.
So it doesn't necessarily represent them equally, where God probably does a little bit more, I think.
So are we all sold on God then?
Yeah, it's the only time I've ever said that.
This might not be what the people want, but this is what they're going to get.
All right. Well, let's do it. Let's get that going underneath us here. And let me run it.
You gotta represent on the best of the year, dude.
Oh, I will, because this whole conversation, will come back.
Well, again,
it's one of these conversations where it's like, and I know I will, because once I look at that list, and I'll be like, why the fuck didn't we put "Don't Ask Me"? That's exactly what's going to come up in a year when Justin's like, here's the songs. I'm going to be like, what the fuck? Why did? And then I'll listen to God and I'll remember this conversation.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like, oh, we pulled some punk rock shit. That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So here we go. God is our number 1. Very interesting way to put that. This is not a love song. Seattle, The Order of Death, Rise, Disappointed, Public Image, Four Enclosed Walls, Don't Ask Me, and Swan Lake rounds out our 10. With that, let's let God get a moment in the sun.
Can God get a moment?
Yeah. Build your ivory tower is the lyric that I turned up. Perfect timing for that. There we go. We have turned you onto the company, the art collective, not necessarily band, Public Image Ltd, and you're very welcome for that. Hope you enjoyed this conversation as much as we did, and if you did, patreon.com/ohijustin's a great place to go. $1 a month, pledging $1 a month. I mean, first of all, it just really helps my spirits. So if you enjoy the show and you want to lift me up and hey, Justin, keep going. It costs $1 a month. It's super helpful, and I'm very appreciative of it. If you're wondering what that dollar gets you, it does get you the podcast before the rest of the world. I do need to edit all my March episodes, he says, in April. Don't worry about that. Do not worry about that. You get the after the fact conversation that we're about to do as soon as this is over. It will hit the Patreon as soon as we're done with the conversation. It also gets you the occasional "Oh, hi, Justin." Those seem to be happening fewer and fewer, but sorry about that. Eventually, I'll get back to it. It also gets you access to certain channels in our Discord server with the Legion of Stupid Discord. It gets you an automatic invite to the Legion of Stupid Discord as well. If none of that floats your boat, but you do want to join the Discord, Legion of Stupid Discord is where you go. I believe you can search it up. If not, ask me for a link. I'll get you a link. Come join, because that's where we do the show anyway. So that would be fun to just have you in there to help us grow a tree. I know everybody was yelling at me about the growing a tree last time. It's fun. I like it. We also are doing adding in there, like counting. That's good times. There's a music bot boy too. You can go hang out with him in whatever chats you want to talk about the show. Also, if you want to sign up for an episode, that's a good place to do it. There is a thread in there where you can hop in and say, hey, I'd like to do this episode. Find people who may want to do the episode with you. All of that happens in our Discord server. So check that out. We're a podcast, of course. Subscribing, rating, commenting are the top 3 ways to help. You can, if you're listening on Spotify, you can just leave a little comment and I can go, oh yeah, hey, yeah, I can talk back to you. That's cool. Same thing with Apple Podcasts. Either of those, if you want to leave a comment, please leave a 5-star rating. It does help us get seen in the algorithm and helps make us more visible. Would appreciate that greatly. The absolute best way you can help the show, though, is by telling somebody that you listen to it. Hey, I listen to Deprogrammed. You should too. And with that, Public Image Ltd. Learn them and love them, people. We'll see you next week. Bye.